Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Now you've probably noticed that I'm not in the Moorlands anymore. I'm just a stone's throw away in the lovely town of Telford, which is in the Midlands, well it's West Midlands here in the UK. So you've probably noticed behind these huge 511 signs, and I currently have the 511 Rush 100 on my back. So I've come down today to see TacTree. So start off, let's say a huge thank you to TacTree. They've been a supporter of the channel for the last 3 or 4 years. We've made quite a few pieces of content together. They are the UK's, as it says here, the UK's flagship store as far as 511 are concerned, and they're one of their premium suppliers. So pretty much if 511 make it, then you'll be able to pick it up or order it through TacTree. And yeah, with them being less than an hour away from the Kingdom of the Moorlands, I thought it'd be a great opportunity to come down, pick this up and make some content and have a look around the store. Now there will be 2 pieces of content coming out with this. I didn't want to rush this so you could get, rush, do you like what I did there? Didn't want to rush this and not go through some of the stuff that they had in there, but I thought with the amount of stuff that feature rich bag like this, it'd be useful to have these as separate pieces of content. So if you'd like to see my piece of content on the Rush 100, I will leave the links below so that you can see more from that, and of course I'll make sure that all of TacTree's links are added to this as well. But yes, let's have a look in the store and look at all the different product lines that they do. So TacTree really do have everything. The TacTree website is their online version of the store that's here. So although we'll have a look around at some of the things that they do have in here, if there's anything that you see or anything that you think, well, that's missing, being one of 511's select premium dealers, they have got it. If there's something maybe that you want to come in and test or try and it's on the website, as long as you give them a little bit of notice and you don't say, oh, I'll be there in 3 weeks to try something on. If there's some pants that you want to try and think I'd like to come in to see if they fit, then yeah, you can send them an email and they'll put them to one side, maybe hold them for 24 hours for you. So come in, test them, and then you can buy them through the store rather than getting them online. So much to look at, and I really do want to touch everything. But here on this wall, so this takes you through a lot of the garments that they have, starting off with the shirts. Have a lot more of the uniform kind of items here, so if you're a paramedic, that sort of stuff. I know 511 certainly are used by a lot of the paramedics that we have here in the UK. Whereas if you're looking for something that's a little bit more low-key, something that you want to wear, whether you're out in the middle of the Moorlands with the Moorlander, or whether you want to just have something nice that you can wear to the bar or to the pub or something like that, you can wear. There's a lot more casual items in here too. It's also all perfectly spaced out, so if you're looking after just t-shirts rather than shirts themselves, or whether you're after shirts with long sleeves or short sleeves, they've been able to divide it into different sections. Because at the end of the day, this is a bricks and mortar store that you can come into, you can have a look around and use it like it is intended to be. And that's a store face for you to come in and have a bit of a shop. Now, talking to the team here, one of the big questions they get is around pants and which pants are best suited for whether you need them for a uniform, whether you need them to be doing training drills or something like that, or whether you're just after some really good hard wearing pants that you can go out into the countryside with, or just kick about in the office with. So what they've tried to do is they've tried to split this. So on the wall behind here, on the right hand side or your left hand side, I'm not sure how you're looking at this, these are more of your uniform or tactical style pants, whereas on the left hand side, these are your outdoors, these are your everyday carry kind of pants, or I suppose maybe your everyday carry pants are carrying you in them. But yes, so they've specifically done this so it helps you to understand exactly what you can get from your trousers. A pair of pants that have been the choice pair of pants for things like paramedics, first responders. You have your quantum pants. These are incredibly well respected in the fact that they're just very versatile in the way that they can be used, and you'll probably see a lot of first responders, a lot of paramedics here in the UK wearing these, and for good reason. Or if you're after a hard wearing pair of pants, you really can't go wrong with the strike pants. So these are designed for a specific task, and that is durability. You can take these to the range with you, you can go out into the countryside with you. They are a great pair of pants to have that kind of crossover between all of those. But really the heart and soul of these, and we band around the word tactical a lot, but that really is what these pants are designed for. There's plenty of pockets in there for magazines, IFAKs, tourniquets, and just being able to take with you what you need should you need it. That durability really shines through in the Teflon coated ripstop material to get the most out of these pants as you possibly can do. These are the 511 Icon trousers. They really have made sure that they continue with that durability using the flex tack material on here, which just gives you a little bit more stretch. That stretch also comes up into the waist with a nice comfort waistband on here. And plus, if you're still after something that, you know, you get that ability to be able to carry a little bit more, there's all of the pockets that you'd need for your EDC and pretty much anything else. A pair of trousers are actually quite new to me that I found today and I'm pretty interested in. So these are the 511 Chinos 2.0. So the Chinos really do have that classic form factor that you'd expect from a pair of Chinos. They are definitely a lot more low-key than some of these other pants. However, they are, you know, at the end of the day, it's 511, so you do have those extra little pockets that are just discreetly placed around the pants should you need them. But let's face it, at the end of the day, we all put our mobile phones and our keys and our wallets into these extra little tactical pants, but really like these chino pants, and I think discreet office, perfect for that. Now, if you're like me, having weird hobbit's feet, which I'm not going to show you right now because that's a piece of content for another day, I've always struggled with boots, mainly because I just have to try them on, and I'm sure you're probably the same. So if you're after a pair of boots, whether it's some 511 AT boots like these or other brands like Victos, they also have Bates and Magnum boots. You can come in and you can try them on first, have a bit of a walk around. Maybe if you want, like you used to do when you were kids, just kind of sprint in a line and sprint back so your mum can see just how quickly you can run in your new boots. Yeah, of course, you can come in and you can check all of these out. And the first piece of content that I made on some footwear was working with TacTree on these Bates Shield boots. They still are my boots of choice when I'm out skirmishing. The grips on the bottom of these, especially if you're in an environment where you've got slippy floors. Yeah, next level, really comfortable, and of course I'll leave a link whichever side that it is so that you can have a look at these further. Now, for a gear nerd like me, this is where I really do get to nerd out on the stuff in the store. The TacTree plate carriers, just actually being able to hold these, getting to see how they work. I don't know how many times, I tell you, we should make a drinking game out of this. The amount of times I go bricks and mortar store, then you should take another drink, but don't forget, drink responsibly, folks. It really is the benefit of a bricks and mortar store like this, is just the fact that you can come in and you can touch stuff. You can smell it. But whether you're after a plate carrier for military, tactical, airsoft style reasons, or whether you're after a plate carrier that you can use for exercise, keeping fit, you know, being able to do activities with weights on there, they've got a lot here, and you can also get the additional weights that you want for these as well. So depending on how extreme you really do want to go with your exercise, yeah, check the website. And although we've talked a lot about 511 with TacTree being the select premium supplier for 511 here in the UK. There's some other suppliers, or at least other manufacturers, that really kind of shine here as well. Main one here is Victos. I've worked with TacTree on a few. We did, what was it? It was the Perimeter 25, Perimeter 40, and the Upscale. I'll leave some links again to those here. Absolutely amazing backpacks. But Victos also do a whole range of jackets, of pants, of boots, all the accessories that would go with that. And if they make it, then it is stored not necessarily in the shop here. They're just a few of the ranges. However, if you come into the store, because the store is the front facade to the shipping warehouse behind, of course you can come in and you can pick it up from the store as well. TacTree also have a huge range of Gerber and Leatherman multi-tools. In fact, they're one of the UK's largest suppliers of Leatherman tools. They also have the ability to laser engrave anything. So if you do want anything laser engraved, you can have that done. So if it's for Father's Day, or whatever it is for that special person in your life, you want to have a nice message on there, then of course you can have that too. Now, I know what you're thinking, and yes, I've left the best till last. Being a massive bag geek, I could not come and not have a look at all of the bags that they have here. Yes, if it's 511 and it's a bag that they make, yes, they will stock it. Or at least if it's a new bag, they'll certainly get it in as soon as they possibly can do. They've split these up, and I think it's a great way to be able to show these. So here on the left hand side, the vast majority of these are the covert kind of ranges. So if you're after something which a lot of people want to do nowadays, instead of having something that's got your pals webbing all over it, these are the type of bags that you can commute to work on a daily basis and not look as tactically operator as some of the other bags. I think this has been a huge success for 511, especially when you look at what Vertex is doing with some of their more kind of covert lines. But really, when we're talking about 511, everybody talks about the Rush series. I think the Rush series for 511 really must be their most iconic lines that they have, going from whether you're after the Rush 12, the Rush 24, the Rush 72, or the Rush 100. Now, just in case you're wondering about the way that they're named, the Rush 12 litre, or at least, sorry, the Rush 12 isn't a 12 litre bag. It just gives you enough space that you can put enough provisions if you wanted to go out for a 12-hour day doing something. So when you look at the 72, it's not actually a 72 litre pack, but what that will do is it will give you enough provisions, maybe if you're trying to create yourself a get-home bag, or maybe in the opposite respects, if you want to create yourself a bug out bag, the 72 is perfect for something like that. I forget what it is. I think it's about a 56 or something close to that. And then if you're after something that still has a lot of that Rush feel, then you have some of the fast ones, which I guess when you think about those old-fashioned or old-school East Pack style bags, I think what these are doing is really taking what makes the Rush great, but then adapting some of that. So you just want a bag that maybe you just want to throw in your truck or wherever you want to go, or maybe it is that you're just going to college and you're after something that's a little bit more hard wearing. And hopefully you'll have noticed, because I did mention at the beginning of this, so they have been good enough to supply me with one of these Rush 100s. So there will be a piece of content that goes live when this goes live, so I guess I'll leave the link here so that you can see exactly why this is a cool pack. But as soon as the SAS show here in the UK started using these with the recruits on there, you all got on my case. You're like, we need to see some content on one of these bags. TacTree were amazing enough to send me one of those. So yes, check the link and you'll be able to see exactly how cool these packs are. I talk long and hard about my bag geekery. So there was a few bags which are some of the new lines that I definitely wanted to look at. The first one being the Eldo here. I think this was released. It was shown at SHOT Show last year, 2022. Taking more of your outdoors style backpack, but with the roll top. just makes it a little bit more EDC friendly. Yes, you have the PALS webbing on the front, but with the shock cord on here, it just gives it more of an everyday carry style pack, and with also 30 litres on there, it's a great amount that you can fit in there should you need to. Well, like that 511 have tried this year, is definitely a different tack compared to tack. Do you like what I did there? To the Rush lines. So you now also have these Skyweight backpacks. These come in a 24 litre version, and I have to double check, a 36 litre version, and plus, dependent on your size, whether males, females, they're also large, or at least small, medium, large, extra large versions of these. I don't know if they specifically did this, but what these packs really remind me of, they're just really nice, light, outdoor, almost like Osprey style bags. Plus, I believe what they've started to do, which they haven't done before, yes, here in the bottom, is they also now come with rain hoods. So should you be in a pinch, the material on here will keep out a light rain, but if you're caught in a heavy rain, you can take the included rain pouch out from the bottom of here, throw it on, and then go about your business. Probably try and find a tree to hide under to get away from the rain. Now, if you're not necessarily worried about what is behind you and like to have more utility in what is in front of you, 511 have these new Skyweight chest rig style pouches. They come in two variants. There is the survival, or there is the utility. What you'll find with the utility, there's a large pocket on the front of here. Also on the inside, you get more kind of stuff in there, whether you're looking for your compasses, whether maybe you're taking this fishing, or whether you're just out on a walk. Whereas with the survival version, it definitely has that a little bit more of a tactical flair. You have your laser cut PALS webbing on here. On the inside, rather than having all of those, a vast array of utility storage options in there, they really do have scaled this back. So if you're concerned maybe for CCW, out in the woods, if you need to scare a bear away, or probably more so here in the Kingdom of the Moorlands, a rabid badger, you can put a CCW in here, and you also have got options for additional magazines and that sort of thing. The beauty with all of these is how they integrate together. So you can have one of these on your chest. It doesn't impede, or certainly doesn't add any extra bulk to your shoulders, so that you can then fit one of the largest Skyweight backpacks over the top of that. Just have a little bit more freedom, a little bit more utility, we could say, although this is the survival option, whilst out and about. I think these are great, actually. Tend to see in the US they use these chest packs a little bit more so. Always surprised me why we don't use them a little bit more here in the UK. Hopefully we'll get to see more of these in the future. Coming into the store today was an absolute no-brainer, and I'm so glad that I have. Here's another chance for you to start that drinking game again. But genuinely having a bricks and mortar store like this, yeah, we live in a day and age where everything is easy and fast, but there's sizes, there's issues with, I like this but I don't like that. Being able to come in and touch something, to try something on. The Rush bags, I've always said about the Rush bags that there is quintessentially something about them that you don't understand until you've held one, just how tough, and I'm looking at them now, but just how tough they really are. If you look at the Rush content that I've made, I said in there, let's hear in the comments how long you've owned a Rush bag, what crap you've put it through, and does it still look like new. And it's crazy how well these packs survive and get you through your daily challenges. So yeah, it's been absolutely amazing coming down to the store today, and I definitely want to thank everybody that I've met today. They've made me feel incredibly welcome. They've even given me some free t-shirts. How nice is that? That's pretty cool. But yes, so I think I've probably said this 1,000 times today, but there is 2 pieces of content coming out today. There is this one, and then there is also the piece of content on the Rush 100. So I'll leave a link wherever the links go so that you can see more from that. And of course, they're open 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Check the website. You can come into the store. You can have a nosy around. And plus, behind that, there is also the TacTree website, which I definitely recommend having a look through and having a look through all of the gear that they have on there. I'll leave all of the links below. I'll leave some of their social media links as well and some of my social media links. But for now, as always, stay safe, stay Morlander, and stay EDC. Probably should do a waffle at the end, but I dare say, as far as bloopers and waffling, there will be a lot of it. So, roll the bloopers. These are the 511 Icon trousers. These use the FlexTac stretch fabric, so it just gives you a little bit more. And the first piece of content that I made on some footwear was working with Tac. And the first piece of content that I made wasn't first piece. Now, what you'll probably notice straight away is that I'm not in the kingdom of the Moorlands anymore. So just a small, no. Hi, I'm the Moorlander, and this is Moorlander EDC. Now, what you've probably noticed is that I'm not in the kingdom of the Moorlands anymore. So just a bollocks. 511 make sure that they don't dumb down on durability. So here, these are the 511 Icon trousers. These use the FlexTac. These are the, let's get close to this. These are the, oh man, I can take that out, that's so much better. I didn't realise I could do that, now I can read it from here. Now if you're after pants, they've got you covered as well with the biggest selection that you could possibly have, and that is, they've got a big selection.